Championship quarter-finals between Ballymacelligott and Gneeveguilla. Now, there might be changes, but we'll go off the programme that was put up by the county board today, and I'll start with Ballymac. And in goals is Brian Lonigan. Number 2, Michael Reedy. Number 3, Ty Brick. Number 4, Michael Sweeney. Number 5, Dylan Dunn. Number 6, Con Reynolds. Number 7, Luke Sweeney. Number 9, Daniel O'Shea. Number 8, midfield, Daniel O'Shea. Number 9, Michael Kerry. Number 10, Darren Kane. Number 11, Vincent Horton. Number 11, Darren Regan. Number 13,
wait till he's done. Wait till he's finished.
Number 11, Ian Keenan. And number 15, Patrick McCarthy. Your Gneeveguilla team wearing yellow are in goals Patrick Reardon, who's captain. Number 2, Owen Fitzgerald. Number 3, DJ Murphy. Number 4, Philip Criven. Number 5, Hal Rain. Number 6, Dan Frosnan. Number 7, Sean O'Keefe. Number 8, Roland Collins. Number 9, Patrick O'Connor. Number 10, Bihal Michael Murphy. Number 11, Patrick Guy. Number 12, Jamie Brosnan. Number 13, John O'Leary. Number 14, Conor Halliday. And number 15 is Shane O'Sullivan. And the captains for, I forgot to mention it, for Ballymacelligott is Con Reynolds and Daniel O'Shea. They're joint captains.
Now you're welcome here to Castle Island Desmond's pitch for our Kerry Petroleum Junior Premier Club Championship quarter-final clash between Ballymacelligott and Gneeveguilla. The Ballymacelligott team does one change. Number 9, Michael Hurley, doesn't play. He's replaced by number 17, Dara Broderick, while Gneeveguilla plays as on your programme or on your laptop at home. We're now having a round of Ian. Now referee Jonathan Griffin Glencar is about to throw the ball in shortly. I see Aidan Breen has already gone to midfield, and it looks like Dara Broderick is playing up front. Now there's a breeze, and it's substantial enough. It's going crosswind, but it's in favour of Gneeveguilla in the first half, and it will favour the team playing into the scoreboard end or the town end, whichever you like. So we're ready to go. We've got both number 14s, I think, at midfield as it's fielded high by Conor Hurley for Gneeveguilla. But a foul there for a push on Daniel O'Shea. So the ball now is being handled by Dara Keane. Young Dara Keane pushes the ball up the wing, and Ballymac have possession, trying to retain it. This could be broken up, and we have the wing back Sean O'Keefe but he loses the ball, is turned over, and here out to the fence again comes Dan Brosnan. Tries to gain possession now, loses the ball, but Jonathan Griffin calls a foul there for holding, and ball is going to be kicked long here, but this is going to be Ballymac possession, and it's their centre back Con Reynolds, the joint captain. He passes off to Daniel O'Shea. The ball is back here again to Reynolds. Con returns it to Aidan Breen. Aidan had such a good game with St. Kieran's in the Senior Championship, and here now the ball is sent in by Daniel O'Shea into the corner, and here having the ball is Vincent Horn, and Vinny is quick and he puts it across to the wing back, and the wing back is Luke Sweeney, one of 3 Sweeney brothers on the thing, and now it's Daniel O'Shea with it, and Dan is well capable of kicking a point. Has he been fouled? Referee says no, but 13 decides to kick it over the bar. That's Tomas O'Connor, and Tomas of course is a Kerry dual star. He plays hurling and football, hurling with Crotta. And it's Tomas O'Connor that sends that one over the bar, and it's Ballymac that lead 1 point to no score. And now trying to gain possession is Ronan Collins, Irish international basketballer as well as a Kerry minor midfielder. He gives the ball now to the wing back, who's tripped, and that was par 1, I'd say. Par, of course, member of the Kerry team, and the ball is hit inside now. Gneeveguilla trying to retain possession here, and it's par 1 again. Par going in a bit of a solo. He's been shadowed there by the number 10 Darragh Keane, and it's still par 1. Has he got a man on the inside? He's got Mike Murphy. Mike is around as long as myself, but here with the ball now is the number 12, who looks like he's going to score a point. Very neatly done, Jamie Brosnan, and Jamie puts it over the bar. And that's the opening point. A point apiece. Early doors in this game. Both teams just settling down. Interesting to see how the kick-outs will go. Almost 3 minutes gone in this contest. A lot of people would maintain that the winner of this contest would be favourites to win the Premier Junior out, or the Junior Premier. Last year, of course, Gneeveguilla beaten in the semi-final only by the eventual All-Ireland champions. That was Nagail. Very unlucky at this very ground. So they know this as an attack broken up again, and a foul committed there on Ballymac, by Ballymac. And here we have John O'Leary. John, another good basketballer, hits it inside to the tall and strong Conor Herlihy. Conor Herlihy overplayed that ball, and a quick free taken to Darragh Keane. Darragh sends it long, and is held there by number 12. That's Darragh Regan, and Darragh sends it in, and the ball is worked back out to Darragh again. On the loop is number 11, that is Vincent Horn, and now Aidan Breen just can't get possession there. He's been well marshalled, and again these Kerry team, that's Gneeveguilla, and it looks like Michael Murphy is playing as a sweeper, an extra defender. He's down the programme as number 10. I think he's affectionately known as Mike Stones. And here comes Gneeveguilla. Some nice hand passing. Jamie Brosnan, Conor Herlihy involved there in that. Of course, Shane O'Sullivan is inside in the corner. He's lightning fast, and here comes the ball through the centre again to Jamie Brosnan. Jamie Brosnan to Shane O'Sullivan, and the referee, Jonathan Griffin, receives the ire of some of the mentors from Gneeveguilla for that call, as Mihal Reedy, another crucial player with St. Kieran's, works the ball out to the fence. This is Daniel O'Shea. Daniel soloing right, soloing left, but he's showed too much of it to Pádraig Doyle, another member of the East Kerry panel. And there is Pa 1 restoring order. Pa has the ball now. Pa has an All-Ireland minor medal, I think, with Kerry. Plays the ball back, and it's 1 to Michael Murphy. With a son named Mike Murphy, he can't go wrong, but some great defending by Ballymac and their wing back Dylan Dunn. And Aidan Brino loses that ball, turns it over, but they have it again, and this time a free to Ballymac, taken quickly by Pádraig McCarthy. I think Pádraig might have a share in a greyhound in Shelburne Park tonight, not too sure. I think he's quicker than his greyhound. As Ballymac attack, and they have a free. Will they ask their keeper to come up, or will Aidan Breen take it, or we've got to see who's going to take this. It's the number 11, Vincent Horn. He'll have a pot at the post, but he's going to be kicking this into a wind that's coming against him slightly, although it's from the corner flag on the right hand side, and it's blowing across towards the corner flag on the left hand side at the opposite end. He puts it down, steadies himself. Here comes Vincent Horn. A good kick off his right, but it's not going to make the distance. And there again is no, there's going to be a hold up here for an injury to Gneeveguilla. It's their full back, DJ Murphy. And DJ, another doughty campaigner, really tough man to keep down. So if he's down, he's certainly injured. I think it was an accidental clash as players ran towards the ball. There was nothing untoward there, and Jonathan Griffin saw nothing untoward. And he went into his umpires, and I think he's happy enough. And we'll probably resume with the sideline. And I think the sideline is to Ballymacelligott. So lovely evening here. The sun is shining in Castleisland. 7 minutes gone. It's a point apiece, low scoring. Both defences are on top. A lot of mistakes on both sides, turning ball over at the moment. And the referee is not standing for any overcarrying. Of course, earlier today, Boston made a big comeback to reach the semi-finals. I think it was 15 points to 1-8 to beat Listroy. So that might have surprised some people, but not Boston folk, of course. So now we have a lengthy delay here for DJ Murphy. And as I said, DJ Murphy being down, looks like an ankle maybe. He could have turned on it as they went to tussle there for a loose ball that came across from Vinnie Horn's free. Ballymac have gone close in this. They just lost out the last 2 years, I think, to Nagale in the final game. They drew them 1 year, and I think they just lost by a late Jack Barry pointer, a late Jack Barry equaliser another year. So Ballymac, thereabouts, they were impressive through their qualifying campaign in this. And they have a good young team and have a mixture of experience as well, with the likes of Aidan Breen, of course, Daniel O'Shea, and of course Micheál Reedy, although he's a young man, has played with Kerry and is a really promising player. Owen Fitzgerald is a Kerry minor, ex-Kerry minor, so is Par Warren, Ronan Collins, of course. So lots of talent on both sides. Michael Murphy, as I said, is one of the more experienced campaigner, and Patrick O'Riordan is a fine keeper. I'm sure his father Bill is probably throwing the remote control at the TV if he's watching this, or at the laptop. I've often traded verbals with Bill, great character. He may well be here, but if he was, I'd have heard them. So now we're going to have play to resume, and it's going to be Par 1 that resumes play for Gneeveguilla as they try to work the ball out of the fence now. So with a pretty lengthy delay there, 2.5 minutes, and with a water break, etc., expect the first half to be 35 minutes possibly. And there again we have Conor Hurley and Daniel O'Shea, considered by referee Jonathan Griffin to be a little bit over-robust in that tackle, but Daniel, a fine footballer. Here comes Gneeveguilla again, and Mike Murphy is going to collect it from the goalkeeper, and Patrick O'Riordan was a long way from home there, and here with it, getting past his own man, is Jamie Boston. He looks very lively, as does Ronan Collins from midfield. And the ball is inside and transferred quickly to Jamie, and Jamie inside to the 15, that's Shane O'Sullivan, and Shane O'Sullivan tries to punch a point, but it goes right across the goal, and Aidan Breen is back defending. He gives it to Dara Keane, good outlet ball. Let's see what that transition game is like. Here's Aidan again, but he's going backwards, lateral play, as the ball now is lost. And that's the problem with playing the ball like that. And here we have John O'Leary, but that's a poor effort, and Brian Lonergan takes that in the breadbasket and sends it back out again to his full-back. And his full-back, of course, is Tybrick. And here come Ballymac again. It's Daniel O'Shea. Daniel will go on a run down the left flank as they attack the far goal, and they're well held by Vinny Horn. And Vinny transfers inside pretty quickly. It's back out to the number 15 who has to go for a point and puts it right over, and that's Paddy McCarthy. And Paddy McCarthy gets the second point to give Ballymacelligott a 2-1 lead. And we have just about 11 and a half minutes gone. But here comes Parowan again. He's had a very lively start to this game. Darrell Broderick is trying to shadow him there, and the ball is back to Partick Doyle. Partick Doyle out here to Jimmy Brosnan. Jimmy Brosnan inside again, and here with it is Partick Doyle. Partick Doyle on the loop there also with Sean O'Keefe. Here's Mike Murphy. Michael Murphy sends it back to Onan O'Collins. Will he try a 3-pointer? No, he sends it back out to Michael Murphy. And here Michael, around a long time, was in that winning team. And there's a mark claimed over there. And just can't see the number of the player right now. But he's going to be a left-footed effort. I think it may well be John O'Leary, but I could be wrong. And the ball is sent over the bar, and let's see who got that one as they prepare for the kick out, and it's the number 11, it's Partick Doyle. So Partick Doyle who got that point, good mark from him in fairness, and then put the ball over the bar. That's the way to do it. So 2 points apiece at the moment. 12.5 minutes gone. That's the ball now again, Daniel O'Shea. He's been pretty impressive at midfield so far, but a good tackle going in there by Conor Hernaghy. And the ball is lost over the line, and Gneeveguilla have it. Again, a turnover. And if Ballymacelligott want to win this game, they've got to rectify that situation. And Mike Murphy again playing very, very deep as Gneeveguilla come out to the fence again. And this is their keeper, Partick Reardon, and this is the new team. It's kind of like the skip keeper who used to play in the backyard one time. Busting through there, he looked to be fouled with the cornerback Philip Crimmin. And the Danton Griffin read the game as I did and said that Philip was being held back. So now we're going to have one lofted in, and we're going to see, this is going to be a quick one. It's taken by Pádraig O'Connor. Pádraig O'Connor inside, and I think it's that man Doyle again, and he gives it to the wing back, and the wing back now has a clear run in, and there's a great shot and a great save, and that was well picked off there by Con Reynolds from his keeper, and there is, that should really have been a point probably, but when an attacker, Sean O'Keefe is involved in that attack, but when an attacker sees the whites of the keeper's eyes, as it were, he'll always go for the goal. So up they go for it, and a fine catch there by Conor Hernaghy, who's very impressive. In fact, there's a Hernaghy missing, and Micheál Hernaghy, who's as tall as him, for as Parowan goes through now. And Pa has got the side of goal, and that looks like, is it a free, is it a penalty? Gneeveguilla are claiming that it's a penalty. They're going to the umpire, and we'll see whether it is or not. And it was a good move, and Parowan, who's caused a lot of trouble, and it's just a 13-meter free, and it's put over the bar by Pádraig O'Connor, the number 9. So it extends Gneeveguilla's lead even at the water break. They lead by 3 points to 2. And just 15 minutes gone, but as I said, there'll probably be 2 minutes as well, at least, for the injury to DJ Murphy, the Gneeveguilla fullback. So pretty even contest at the moment, and difficult to know who's going to actually grab this game and gain the ascendancy. Pretty even around midfield. One would have to be look at the likes of Per Warren and Sean O'Keefe. The two wing backs are attacking for Gneeveguilla, and they're causing problems to Ballymac. To be fair, they are defending, and defending well. Micheál Reedy, Michael Sweeney, Con Reynolds, they're doing well back there. Gneeveguilla, while Patrick O'Connor just put over that free. Close enough to the area and the conceding a penalty, but it wasn't. I think the ref got that right. Very competent referee is Jonathan Griffin. Good footballer, comes from that great Griffin family from Glenbeigh. Kevin and Micheál and his father John, fine footballers back in the 70s and 80s. And Jonathan was able to play himself.
Too much sky.
He played well. I think actually he played with Cremon for a while, but of those things we shall not speak. Now we will resume after the water break, and it's Brian Lonergan. Brian, who played in goals for the Kerry under 20 team. So he's going to kick it, and he's getting good length, but of course the wind is taking it that side of the field, but it's grabbed there by Dara Regan, and a free, and Gneeveguilla would not want to be giving away a free, but that's wasted because that was taken too quickly, and I think there was only one forward on the inside line by Ballymac. And look at Stones again, he's back. Michael Murphy, number 10, he's back there defending and helping out his defence, and this time the ball is spilled out in the so far error-strewn game, but of course there's a lot at stake here, and there's a poor foul on Vinny Horan. There might be a card being shown here, and he wants to talk to a Gneeveguilla player. He wants to take his number, and he'll be pretty easily recognisable. It's the midfielder, because he's got his left thigh heavily strapped. That's Patrick O'Connor. So now I presume this is Vinny Horan again. It's going to have another potted goal for a point, and it's a fine score, and that means the sides are level at 3 points apiece, and now the kick out will come from Patrick O'Riordan, and yeah, it was Vinny Horan who put that over, and here come Ballymac again. Ballymac trying to set up another attack. Daniel O'Shea involved there. Gives the ball to Aidan Breen. Aidan has a grand solo. He's got to find a man inside, and he does. He finds a man under one. What will happen here? Oh, he bounces the ball very high. That's the corner forward to Tomas O'Connor. Tomas gets the ball back out again. It's recycled. Here come, and that's wild and wide from Ballymac. Was it Dara Broderick? I won't know. Dara Broderick is out here. Possibly Daniel O'Shea, I'd say. Yeah, that's definitely Daniel. He goes to the same barber as myself. Aidan Breen is out there with him. Both of them at midfield, and they're up against Conor Herlihy and Ronan Collins. So the battle of the big men around the middle. Patrick Riordan takes it. Michael Murphy collects it. So now here come Gneeveguilla, building from the back. That's pretty high, that'll suit the defender, and the defender is Con Reynolds. He pops it out to Dara Keane. Dara Keane to Dara Broderick. Dara, his dad, Michael Trout Broderick. Very, very good pass baller. He's Aidan Breen. Aidan Breen into the corner. I think it's Vinny Horan that's in there now, the number 11. It is. Vinny tries to sell a dummy and he receives the ball. Here comes Breen. Breen across to the number 12. And that should have been a goal possibly by Darragh Regan, but they'll take the point as they move 1 point clear. 4 points to 3 for Ballymacelligott. That's the first point for Darragh Regan. Good move there. Aidan Breen involved a couple of times in it, and of course Vinnie Horn started it off with this. They opened the Gneeveguilla defence a bit too easy there, probably for Gneeveguilla's liking. The big man at midfield, then it's collected by Con Reynolds, and he gives the ball out to the number 15, Padraig McCarthy, who's drifting out the field. And here going for it now is Tomás O'Connor. Tomás normally plays at the back or around the middle of the field, but there is a foul again, and Gneeveguilla are showing a small bit of indiscipline because they will be costly with Vinnie Horn around. So there's another. Is there a card for Dan Brosnan, or a ticking only? Has he taken out the card? Didn't seem showing a card, so I'd say it's just a ticking for Dan Brosnan. I presume the free will be taken possibly by the man on the ground. He gets a bit of the magic sponge and he walks towards the ball. It has to be Vinnie Horn, otherwise I'll be off to Specsavers on Monday. Here he comes and he knocks it over the bar. So a second point, a second free from Vinnie Horn. And now with about 8 minutes to go to half time officially, Ballymacelligott have moved 5 points to 3 in front. Here's Pat O'Riordan, a long kick out, one-handed by Daniel O'Sullivan, unlucky, but again it's, here is the number 14, that's Conor Hurley, and now with it is Padraig Doyle. Padraig Doyle shifts it out to Padraig O'Connor. Padraig O'Connor is going to have a pot, and that looks like a good effort. Fabulous point by Padraig O'Connor. Excellent set up by Padraig Doyle. So a good point. Narrows the gap to just 1, 5-4, and that's a second point for Padraig O'Connor. He also converted the free just before the water break. So it's now 5 points to 4 in favour of Ballymacelligott. And now good moves as they move forward there pretty quickly, and there's the cornerback Micheál Reedy. Dara Keane slots it into Brino. Brino on side to Con Reynolds. Positions mean nothing, numbers mean nothing in the back. Here's Breen, and Breen gets a sniff of goal. He put it over goals, but instead he puts it over the bar. Aidan Breen, excellent footballer, has been for a long time. Very accurate and very, very underestimated. I would say he played Kerry Junior at least, and one of the top club footballers in the county. Also an accomplished soccer player. And now it's Daniel O'Shea, who appears to be fouled and Dan O'Shea sends it back to Jamie Keane. Conor Hurley was the transgressor there, and here comes Dara Keane. He's been lively as well, and Breen back. He was up kicking a point not so long ago. Now he's back in his own defence. Dan O'Shea gives it to Brino. Here he is, passes it inside, and here's Dara Broderick. Dara back to Brino. Brino, as Michael Murphy gets a hand in. Ooh, and they're trying to win it is Luke Sweeney. But Pa won, and Pa has been fouled. Pa influential as always. Had a fine game for East Kerry as well, when the going got perfect against St. Kieran's. But here come Gneeveguilla, a long ball from Roland Collins inside to Shane O'Sullivan, and Shane is going to shoot. Oh! Did the keeper get a touch to it? There's a 45. So is he given a 45? What's he doing, the ref? It has to be 45 surely. I think Brian Lonigan got a finger to that, or a glove, because that was goal bound from Shane O'Sullivan. Good effort from Shane. Good chance. And now it'll be taken short, I'd say. Sean O'Leary. Although he could surprise me and wrap this over. So here's John O'Leary. John outsides it up, left there. Big men inside around goals. And he kicks it straight as a tie and over the bar. Excellent point by John O'Leary from the 45. And that now is the gap to a point. 5 points for Gneeveguilla and 6 points for Ballymac. Move here now, Ballymac trying to launch another attack. Good ball, well grabbed there by Darragh Keane, very influential, and a mark claimed by Vinnie Horn. And let's see, direct ball inside, always better in these conditions. And here's Vincent Horan, and he's going to put that mark, and it hits the post, and Patrick McCarthy is there, but also Philip Crimmon is quickest to react, and Philip Crimmon is going to get the ball out, and he's got it. And here comes the keeper again, Patrick O'Riordan. I'm going to call him Bill, but Bill would go on a similar kind of a hike if he got a chance. Sweet guy Bill is. He worked in Cadbury's for years. As there's a foul there, and that's on Jimmy Boston, I'd say. And I'd imagine that John O'Leary with his left peg will be having a go here. And he's limping. Jimmy Boston, I think. So here's the linesman wants him to move out a small bit, about 1 yard. I guarantee you by the time he kicks this, he'll be 2 yards closer than he was anyway, so it's a pointless exercise. So John O'Leary to level the scores. 2 minutes left in the opening half, but we will have probably at least 4 minutes of extra time, and he kicks it. Oh, he's absolutely nailed on, levels it up. He's scored the last 2 points, John O'Leary, a 45 and a free. Here comes Brian Lamond again to take the kick out. Now he can very careful with the kick out. And every team has their kick out strategy. This is going short. It does go outside the D. No, it was outside the D to the full back. And here is Sweeney. It is turned over again, and here comes Michael Murphy. Can he find it inside? And there he finds Shane O'Sullivan. Shane is trying to turn the full back, and he punches the ball over the bar. That was a mistake by a turnover again, a mistake by Ballymac, unfortunately, and it cost him as we approach the 29th minute of the opening half, and it's 7 points to 6. The game is getting lively. We've had a lot of scores since the water break, and Gneeveguilla are really ravenous for the ball, and any mistake at all, they're capitalising on it by Ballymac. Here comes the ball out to the middle of the field, knocked down, again the breaking ball, one, and here comes Gneeveguilla again, and the ball is worked to Padraig Doyle. Padraig, as I said, afraid that he's Kerry, and sure he's in the squad, to Michael Murphy. Michael Murphy to par, no, he decided not to give to par one, but instead he gives it to the number 9. And here's Shane O'Sullivan, who's causing a lot of problem inside to the wing back, and the wing back, what a goal by Sean O'Keefe. Sean O'Keefe, that was a great effort, and a lovely move there, and it was Michael Murphy, Michael Stones, who actually started that move, and he gave the ball inside to Shane O'Sullivan, and Shane saw just inside him Sean O'Keefe, who'd come up from wing back, and he put it into the back of the net, and now it's 176 points, a 4-point lead for Gneeveguilla. They've had a good 12 or 13 minutes since the water break, but here comes the lads from Ballymac, and there's an effort, but it drops short from Dara Regan, and it's the one thing coaches and managers hate. They prefer you to kick it wide than into the keeper's grass. It starts another attack, and here is John O'Leary. John O'Leary transfers it inside, and here get it is Jamie Brosnan. He's lively. Brosnan sends it inside and trying to get it inside. And Pádraig Doyle anticipates it better. He gets inside. He's got another chance. He tried for a goal, but a dipping shot over the bar. And this has been 1-2 without reply now from Pádraig Doyle scored that point. And now they've stretched their lead to 5 points, 1-8 to 6. They were 6-4 down just about 10 minutes ago, and they now have got a real succession of scores unanswered, and Ballymac would want to get something as we drift in now into added time, whatever the referee will add. As I said, it probably will be around the 4 minutes, 4.5, and caught there by the tall midfielder. He's playing there, so that's Conor Herlihy, is it? And the ball is moved aside quickly, and really Gneeveguilla beginning to punish as the ball is transferred now inside again. And here is the number 14, Conor Herlihy, and Conor Herlihy at the end of that move, and they really are pressing home their advantage now. It's 1-9, double scores to 6 points. A game that has changed dramatically in the last 7 or 8 minutes. And really Ballymac want half-time to come quickly because they've got to make some changes, and I will be bringing Tomas O'Connor back if I was him. Here's Bruno trying to win this one, and down they go for it, but yes, it's collected by Dan O'Shea. Dan outside, and innocent Darragh Regan there caught in a sandwich, and it wasn't a pleasant sandwich, it wasn't a ham sandwich either. Is that Conor Herlihy? Tall midfielder. Ronan O'Connor is acting as the peacemaker, or pleading his innocence. Maybe he's doing law. It is 14. We just kicked the last point. Conor Herlihy. No, he didn't get a card. I think he got a ticking. So Jonathan Griffin in added time now, and gingerly he picks himself up at Darragh Regan as we approach half time. 1-9 to 6 points. Gneeveguilla in front. As I say, they were lucky to lose in the semi-final last year, although there is no Munster or Ireland series this year. They still want to win a county, and it's well grabbed there, and the ball is played back out to Darragh Regan, who is on the floor, and the keeper inside knocks it out, and there seems to be a foul committed there on was that the full back? It could have been DJ Murphy. If it isn't, I apologise to Gneeveguilla viewers. This was a very late call up, I can tell you, as Michael Murphy now has the ball just in front of us, and Michael transfers it back to the very lively John O'Leary. John O'Leary to Pádraig O'Connor. Good crossfield ball there, and now here comes powerful man Conor Herlihy inside. O'Sullivan, Pádraig Doyle is there as well. O'Sullivan, Doyle to O'Sullivan inside, and there's he was hit as he hit it, and it's a penalty. It's the cornerback going for Shell from a Kerry minor, and it's the fullback that's in trouble. A judge to have, that's tie break, to have fouled Owen Fitzgerald. So now Brian Lonigan is going to be tested, and it looks like it's Sean O'Keefe, who already has scored the goal, who's going to take this penalty, and if he was to put this in the back of the net, it's going to give Gneeveguilla a sizable half-time lead. The keeper crouches, he kicks it, and the keeper makes a fine save. And there's the half-time whistle, and that will act as an inspiration to Ballymacelligott. Their trail 1-9 to 6 points at half-time, but definitely if that had gone in, and they can thank Brian Lonigan, it probably would have been almost game over. It would be hard to see them come back from a 9-point deficit. 6 points is not too bad. So we leave you now for a while with the half-time score. As I said, reading Gneeveguilla 1-9, Ballymacelligott 0-6.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Castle Island Desmonds, we'd like to welcome both teams here, Ballymacelligott, our near neighbours back the road, and Gneeveguilla over in Slieve. While the score is 6 points to Ballymac, it's 190 Gneeveguilla. It's an enthralling game, as you can see from the video that the lads are doing here. And just I'd like to thank, on behalf of Castle Island Desmonds, all our own officers that have done great work the last few days, and the stewards here at the gate here. They have kept everything in the yellow jackets and abided by all the COVID-19 rules. So let's hope there's an entertaining second half, and we'd like to wish both teams the best for whoever wins, the best for the rest of the season. Thank you very much. Thanks, Jesse.
The second half here at Castle Island Desmonds' well-manicured pitch, and it's Gneeveguilla who have the ball again, and it's Conor Herlihy, the tall midfielder, who sends it in. And Herlihy is going to go right through here. I won't say he bulldozes his way through, but he strikes the crossbar, and up goes the John O'Leary, and there's a goal scored there. A goal scored. Was it Padraig Doyle? I missed that.
Some endurance.
Looks like it's Shane O'Sullivan who put ball number 15 in the net. Looking at my notes there, but Conor Herlihy that made it. And what a start to the second half for this Gneeveguilla side. They missed a penalty in added time, and they're now gone 9 clear. It's a long road back for Ballymac. Darrell Broderick climbs high into the air, but he probably climbs in the back. He's ordering somebody out of the pitch. And it's a Ballymac man he's ordering away, I think. And now we will have the kick out. And Portigalia is playing more on the inside line. He's playing it full forward now, in around there, and he's being shadowed by Micheál Sweeney. And here comes Aidan Breen, and Aid there caught by the wing back Sean O'Keefe. So now Aidan Breen, and we're going to have the free, and Aidan is going to take it himself. So now let's see what Aidan Breen can do with this. He could do with a landing one over the bar. Anything would do. A point. They've got to score. They didn't score in the last 10 minutes of the opening half from about the 24th to injury time, and that's gone right in. But they're catching it is Patrick O'Riordan, very solid keeper, and he gets it back from his midfielder Patrick O'Connor, distributed out here. So they're going to move the ball up along the wing, and that's the fullback DJ Murphy. DJ is a fine player, and very, very experienced, although he's still a young man. And he puts it out to Philip Crimmon, walking the ball out of the... There will be trying to hold the ball now, deny possession. And here's DJ Murphy. DJ Murphy, change hands there. Yeah, ref spotted it. Good refereeing by Jonathan Griffin. He's not taking dissent from anybody, player or mentor. And now the ball is kicked quickly out here to Derek Keane across, and here's Brino again with it. Aidan Breen switches it, and here's Derek Keane at number 10 going to go for a point, and he puts it over, and that's the first point, I would suggest, in about 14 or 15 minutes, so they'll be quite glad of that. They've broken the sequence. 1-5 without reply, or 2-5 without reply from Gneeveguilla. 2-9 to 7 points. This game could liven up yet. Pan near the sideline. Plays a soccer style. Goes down. Was he pushed or did he fall? Referee's giving nothing, but now he's there leg up as there's Padraig McCarthy. I think now probably we're better off getting out of there. Pawan is feeling the effects of that. But Gneeveguilla look to me to be on top here right now. They're an impressive side. And now we're going to have a free. It's going to be taken by their midfielder, Patrick O'Connor. And he sends it in. Hands stretching for it, and there's a push there on possibly just Con Reynolds maybe. The centre back. And here's Brian Lonigan. Brian is going to take this. Can he find one of his own men? Darragh Regan is waiting for it. Pops it. Michael Murphy is shadowing him. And here it comes now to Ballymac, number 5. That's Dylan Dunn. Hard thing to say. What's done is done. What's won is won. Here is Dunn. Dunn puts in score right. Goes the other way. And here's Dan O'Shea. Dan is strong. Spends a lot of time in the gym. Dan puts the ball inside. Good ball. And here's Vinnie Horn. They'll expect scores from Vinnie Horn, but poor ball. And DJ Murphy will mop them up all day like a Hoover. And there's Ronan Collins. Dan seemed to have fouled his man there, but he gets away with it. And there again, we have Ronan Collins with the ball, distributing it out. Did he touch it on the ground? And now Ballymac have it. Can they do something with it? Aidan Breen puts it in. Aidan Breen is going through, right through the middle. He'll go for goal here. Ah, what a goal! A cracker by Aidan Breen. Trademark Breen. If you want a man to lift aside, it's Aidan Breen. And he put that in the back of the net. Brilliant effort by Aidan Breen. Went right through the heart of the Gneeveguilla defence. And that makes this game quite interesting. It now is 1-7 to 2-9. So that's 15 points to 10. Only 5-point game. And he's having a chat with, is it the midfielder? Is it Ronan Collins or is it might be Conor Hurley?
Settle down, Gneeveguilla, settle down!
Having a chat with the midfielder. yellow card. It's a yellow card for Gneeveguilla. It's not Pádraig O'Connor, so I presume it's Ronan Collins. I'll let you know in a minute. He's got distinctive white gloves. No, it's not Ronan Collins, just 14. Big Conor Hurley. Here comes Gneeveguilla. Michael Murphy. He's transferred to the attack now. He played the first half in defence. He puts it inside. Great ball to 13. And Lonigan, for the third time, he saved his side. This time it was John O'Leary. Great ball inside to him from Michael Murphy. And O'Leary brought the best out of Lonigan. He saved the penalty. He turned one around the post, although the 45 was pointed. And now he's saved again at the expense of a 45. So Brian Lonigan is certainly doing his part for Ballymacelligott. He's keeping him in the game. What will Pádraig O'Connor do? There's a wind against him, so it's going to probably swing left, but he hits it straight and true. And that's a brilliant point by Pádraig O'Connor. That's his third. He's got a point from play. He scored a free and now a 45, so 3 points from O'Connor, having a great game. Aidan Breen claims the mark. Breen knows the man, they need to get in on the ball. They need Breen and Horn to do the scoring for them now. Another goal, and this would make this some interesting second half. And now Ballymac trying to slowly build up. What are they going to do with this? And the ball is moved across there from Dara Broderick, and now it's the wing back. Dylan Dunn that has it. Dylan Dunn back out again to Dara Dunn. They may be brothers, not too sure. And Dara Dunn kicks a wide. They haven't kicked a lot of wides actually, Ballymacelligott, to be fair to them. So we'll see what happens now for the rest of the game. 2:10 to 1-7. Close to 9 minutes gone. We're in the 9th minute of the second half, so 39 minutes in total. And here's Pádraig Reardon. Can he find Michael Murphy? He does. That's a good kick-out strategy. Michael Murphy inside again. And this is where the inside men definitely are having the better of their opponents. Here is Pádraig Doyle. Pádraig Doyle gets by his man too easy. Micheál Reedy there, is it? And Doyle swings one wide. From here it looked like over the bar, but probably was wide. The wind is blowing across, as I said. So we have a substitute coming on here, I think, for Ballymac. 2 subs coming on for Ballymac. I see Fernand Fitzgerald is not too far away from me, so he better keep me updated on the substitute side. And it's Ballymac that has the ball again. Is that Dan O'Shea? He sends it out to Aidan Breen. Aidan is everywhere. He's really trying to lift his side. He's collecting the ball back in defence. Sends a lovely ball to Dylan Dunn. Dylan Dunn, can he get the ball inside? He gets it to Dara Dunn. Dara Keane. How could I have Dylan Dunn and Dara Keane as brothers? That would be strange, yes. Oh, it seems DJ has been fouled, and he has. And we have changes, have we? There's 2 subs ready to come on for Ballymac, definitely. And here comes Gneeveguilla, building from the back again. Pádraig O'Connor seems to have dropped back now into defence as well. And here comes the ball, it's Pádraig O'Reardon. And if they lose that ball, there's no keeper in. And we wouldn't want a trip there. And wouldn't want Aidan Breen getting the ball when your keeper is out. That's his speciality, lobbing keepers. So Ballymac are back at this game, although they're 6 points down, 2:10 to 1-7. And nothing that a goal for Ballymacelligott wouldn't actually make a difference. So here we have 19 coming on for Gneeveguilla. That's Patrick Brosnan. And I see where Dylan Dunn has gone off on the other side. We see who comes on. 25 is on for Ballymac. That's Owen O'Malley. And it's number 7. It's Sean O'Keefe, I think, who's coming off. And there's a chance, but then again, well taken away by the cornerback, I would say. and it's walked up here now to Gneeveguilla, trying to watch the subs, and Pádraig Dye gives the ball to the number 19, Patrick Crossan, just on the field of play. Here again comes the dangerous John O'Leary. John O'Leary switches it inside to Jamie Brosnan. Jamie, he's quick, big, strong. He takes some stopping. The number 14 as he flicks it over the bar. Conor Herlihy, his second point of the game. He's having a huge influence on this game. That's Conor Herlihy. And we are 2-11 to 1-7. 12 minutes gone in the second half. And a transgression by Brian Lonigan. So the ball is going to be thrown up. I think it is. Jonathan Griffin certainly on the ball today. And Ballymac are claiming Michael Sweeney that he was inside. Aidan Breen will go up with Ronan Collins. Ronan should be used to this in basketball. He should win this. But he doesn't. Aidan Breen wins it. And Aidan, the ball is over the bar. It's a point for Gneeveguilla. I think it was number 19, the sub that came on at that point, would be over the correction there. And is there another sub? There's a sub coming on here. And it looks like it's probably 15. The Pádraig McCarthy that's going. Pádraig McCarthy is off, and on comes, we get his number in a minute, for 21 it is. So Mike Hoare faces 15. And now here comes the ball, this time definitely outside. And the Ballymac 25, Owen O'Malley. Oh, Michael Murphy. That was some attempt in fairness to Michael, if not like him. I'd say he probably slipped and was committed. And here come with the ball is Con Reynolds, Con to Aidan Breen. Aidan Breen, far more influential figure now in the second half. He has to be if he wants to lift this side. And here's Micheál Reedy. Micheál, who wore the Kerry jersey, of course, a Kerry minor, and he was being fouled. And the free is back further. So a number of subs are now. As I said, we have Mike Hoare's on, Owen O'Malley's on. I think they may have another sub on as well. So Aidan Breen, here he goes, takes it short. He'll go for the return almost definitely. Here's Vinnie Horn, and there's Dan Shea calling for it. What's he going to do with it? Looks like he could lose it if he doesn't give it off. Here's Vinnie Horn, tries to give it out, but he's been smothered there by some great defending. And the ball is away by Gneeveguilla, Michael Stones. And here is DJ, absolutely outstanding defending there. It was him that took it off Vinnie Horn, who should really have got rid of it. And here, battling for it, is Pádraig O'Connor inside. And he's adjudged to have lid on the ball, possibly. And will Brino take this himself? Or will he leave it to? He's going to take it him. Oh, he wants to take him back. So he wants to talk to the number 9. I'm not too sure if he's looking at him. Pádraig O'Connor. So here comes Aidan Breen. So we'll soon be near the water break. It's about midway through the second half, and Aidan Breen puts it over the bar. And there goes the water break, dead on cue. Aidan Breen has scored 1-2, a goal and a point in the second half, a point in the opening half. And now the score is Gneeveguilla 2-12, and it's Ballymacelligott 1-8. It's still up for grabs, but you'll have to say that the odds slightly favour Gneeveguilla at the moment. They have that cushion, but it's 18 points to 11, 7-point lead. But as I said, nothing that a goal wouldn't make a difference. So strange, nobody in the stand except Dan Carney, who's here as a reporter. We have our forward officer here as well, who shall remain nameless. And Joe Lynch and Finnell from Ballymacelligott. Not too sure where the Gneeveguilla boys on the other side, I think. And it's kind of eerie to be here in Castle Island. It's a massive, big venue, a massive pitch, and just no people. Just two here, a camera and backup for me. The infamous JC, and of course I'm carrying the whole outfit on myself. The cameraman shall remain anonymous at the moment. So now we're ready to resume again. That water break again took 2 minutes. So the minute water break in every game turns into 2 minutes. Can this change things around again? Ballymac slightly better third quarter, definitely better third quarter than they had in the closing 10 minutes of the first half when they conceded 1-5 without answer. Aidan Breen was the last guy who scored, and he scored 1-1. So Breen, if you can get a bit of help now from the likes of Vinnie Horn and Dara Keane, maybe Tomas O'Connor to come into it. So it's Patrick Power-Reardon. Good long kick out into the middle of the field. Up they go for it. Ballymac seem to have that ball, but no, now it's grabbed again. A lot of loose ball. Power-Reardon gets the ball out here to the 13. That's O'Leary to Warren. Warren gets the ball. I see Michael Hurley, he's on as well, and it's number 19. Is that his second point? It's wide this time. And Michael Hurley, he's on as well now for the Ballymacelligott. He didn't start. Darragh Broderick started instead of, I think Darragh Broderick has probably gone off. And there the ball is broken again, but here comes Gneeveguilla. Gneeveguilla on the rampage again. The ball is kicked over the bar by their centre forward, who's having a fine game. He's in around the full forward line now. That's Padraig Doyle. As I said, remember these Kerry panel. There's a Gneeveguilla player down at this stage. That was an important score for Gneeveguilla to get. They needed to stop Ballymac in their tracks. So they're 2:13 to 1:8, and just 11 minutes left. But of course, you've got to add at least 2 and possibly 4. So we have the balls of a quarter now still left in this contest. And as you know, in football, as in any sport, anything can actually happen in the end. Gneeveguilla, a very strong team, well managed. Johnny O'Leary, and good management team, Eamon Bowler, Ger Moynihan, John Sheehan. And of course we've had Tom Shear, Uri Riley, George Savage, and Frank Riley involved along with Aidan Savage with Ballymac. But Ballymac need now to pull some rabbits out of the hat. I haven't seen a rabbit all day out here in Castle Island. Up they go for it. And it's caught there by Dara Regan. Here come Ballymac again. Can they get a score from this? The ball is sent into the centre. There, number 13, Tomas O'Connor. Tomas, more noted for his hurling prowess. 11 inside to the Michael Hurley. Michael Hurley to that is Dan O'Shea. And Dan hits the back of the net, and the goal I was talking about, this water break certainly has made a huge difference in games. And all of a sudden, Ballymac are back in this contest, 2:13 to 2:8. Jonathan Griffin, finding somebody to him. Is it number 9, Mike Hurley, is it? Very hard when Clare moves away. There's the other being short to someone. It might be Michael Hurley. I think that might be a Ballymac yellow, but look, I stand corrected. So here they go, but grabbed there powerfully by Owen Fitzgerald. And Owen is having a fine game. And this is the substitute, Patrick Brosnan. Sends the ball up inside, and it was Jamie Brosnan. There's a lot of Brosnans around Gneeveguilla. And the ball hitting over the top and is collected again by John O'Leary, I'd say, and there, and John Fowles, no, he overran the ball. To Shane O'Sullivan. Went around John O'Leary. That was Shane O'Sullivan. as the ball is kicked long again. And here's Vinny Horn, gets a bit of a push there from Dan Brosnan. And now they're right back in the game. Aidan Green inside, and here is number 13 for that's Tomas O'Connor. And Tomas, can he get the ball back out? Recycle it. Let's see it again. Breen again with the ball, and Breen is fouled again. Absolutely, has had an incredible second half. He was good as well in the first, but I think he single-handedly, along with the keeper Brian Lonigan, has brought Ballymacelligott back in the game. And you've got to be careful with that discipline. He put it over the bar, but he wants to the wide, and he's going to get a re-kick now because of the guy behind the goal, and Jonathan Griffin wants him away. So Ballymac want this badly. You know, Harley, his dad is here, he's an official at the club, and of course Ivna Maxidna, who's the assistant secretary of the county board, and that's over the bar. Great point again by Aidan Breen. Aidan is doing his thing, as Aidan does. 1-3 now, 1-2 in the second half from Aidan. The gap is just 4 points. It's amazing how a game, it was 7 not so long ago, and it could have been 12 coming up to half time only for Brian Lonigan's great save. Stones has resumed his defensive duties, I'd say, because there's problems back there. Ooh, looked like there was a free there, but referee not giving it. Ballymac are not liking that on the sideline. And let's see, it's Breen again, Aidan Breen. He's absolutely central to everything good that happens now to Ballymac. And there seems to be a foul there. Vinny Horn. And Vinny Horn tumbled, and Aidan Breen is going to take it. And now there's a card again, I think, for I think it's the centre back this time, Dan Brosnan, who's going to get a bit harsh maybe, not too sure. Yeah, yellow for Dan Brosnan. All these yellows will mount up. You don't want to get a second one. Let's see, can Brino do something with this? He's swung it, I think it's gone left and wide, is it? Or it's gone over the bar? Wide, just swung wide. Now a substitute, another substitute, 17 coming on for Gneeveguilla. This is Paul O'Leary. So between Brosnans and O'Leary, it's quite confusing. So 17 is on, and who's drifting off here? Is it Shane O'Sullivan? Not too sure. I'll let you know in a minute. All the Gneeveguilla boys shouting at their TVs, know exactly who's coming off. But on anyway comes Paul O'Leary, number 17. I think it's Shane O'Sullivan, number 15, actually, that came off. And here comes Dan O'Shea. Dan, remember, got that goal that has brought him right back in the game. Ballymac are not dead yet. They're showing tremendous fight. Oh, and there the ball is evades a defender. And now beautiful ball inside, crossfield ball. And the mark is called by Vinny Horn. And the ball came across from Tomas O'Connor, I would say. And Vinny, if he could put this over, there would be just a goal between them. And Jonathan is warning him. He's allowing the time for it. And the mark is taken by Vinny, and that's over the bar, I would say. Yeah, it called in at the last moment. So Ballymac are on the way back. Vinny Horn scoring from the mark. You can write these guys off. 2:13 to 2:10. We're in for a pulsating finish. Just under 4 minutes, just under 5 minutes of normal time left. But as I said, we have roughly 4 minutes, I would say, of added time. 2 for the water break, and there's been a couple of injuries as well. So here comes the kick out long, punched by Aidan Breen again. He's ready for this, but it's grabbed here by Owen Fitzgerald. Owen to Michael Murphy. Experienced heads here now will be required for, this is Paul O'Leary, the number 17, I'm sure. Yes, it is. And there is Harley inside. This looks like Padraig Doyle's it. Across to Jamie Brosnan. They could do with a point, but Jamie, it's a hard goal to score. It's the background there where these trees are miles away. So you're sort of kicking on the blind, so you don't blame anybody for kicking a wide up that side. The scoring goals is the goals that Ballymac are playing into. They're just 3 points behind. 2:13 to 2:10. 3 minutes and 28 seconds left of official time, but as I said, we're bound to have 3 or 4 of extra or added time. And there the ball is sent in to John O'Leary. John O'Leary, very effective this evening. Sends the ball in here, and here comes, is that Patrick Dial? He kicked it wide. Not too sure. No, I think it's no, that's not Patrick. It's probably one of the subs who came on. So here come Ballymac again, trying their best. Here is O'Malley. O'Malley finding his Dara Regan. Dara Regan to O'Malley. Malley tips it in, and here's Brino. Brino going through the centre, and he's been fouled again. And really, it's been something else. The influence he's had on the game. And here comes the wing back. That's Luke Sweeney, and Luke is swung around by a man who's already in a yellow card, and I think DJ is. And DJ is very lucky that he's not seeing the line there. Nothing major, nothing bad, but just careless and maybe a little bit dangerous. And there's Brino over the bar, reduces deficit just 2 points. Really, this game has fallen in its head in the second half. 2 minutes of official time left. 2:13 to Gneeveguilla, 2:11 to Ballymacelligott. Even JC is getting excited. And I don't see a Crokes jersey out there. So here we've got Harry Reardon. He'll take the extra 10 seconds anyway. And he kicks it out to the centre of the field. This possession is vital. Up goes Brino, and he catches it. He's incredible second half. Definitely man of the match. And there, but breaking that up is Paul O'Leary. Paul O'Leary and this Owen Fitzgerald. Owen has had a very good game as well. Owen sends the ball out here to the number 19. He's another Brosnan, and he's Patrick Brosnan, sending it up along the side. This is John O'Leary. Back out again, recycling the ball. They're trying to keep possession out the best way they can. This is Gneeveguilla's chance. Owen Fitzgerald has it. Owen, sure, that's a bit careless, but he retrieved the situation well. We move in now to the final minute of normal time. 2 points in this game, a dangerous lead. It's been cut there by the big full forward who spent most of his time at midfield. He's kicked 2 points, that's Conor Hurley, and Conor is fouled. So who'll take this? Is he going to have an effort? Another player coming on. Number 20 is coming in. 4 minutes of added time. So number 20 is Jack Crimmon. So still a lot of time left. I thought the clock is not right here, and that's a good point kicked by the midfielder, I would say. The number 9, Patrick O'Connor. It's by his tie bandage, I know him, and that could be important. Restores a 3-point deficit as we come towards the closing minutes of this game. An exciting contest here at the beautifully manicured Desmond's, and here comes Luke Sweeney. Luke inside to Dara Regan. Dara Regan to Vinnie Horn. Vinnie Horn to the cornerback, the other Sweeney. The brothers Sweeney are trying to rescue this, but out come Gneeveguilla. Some great defending there, but it's going to be dropped right to Dan O'Shea, and Dan puts the ball into the corner, and there is grabbed by Michael Hurley, who gets the mark. And will Michael have a pass, or will he try and get it just to a teammate? He's going to have a pot, I'd say, Michael Hurley, and he puts it over the bar to reduce the deficit just to 2 points. It's now 2:14 to 2:12. Michael Hurley is the man who scored that. And would you believe it, the rain is just starting here, and we've got absolutely excellent protection in terms of zero protection. Standing on the terrace, and if my hair gets wet and I get a flu, JC, I'll send the doctor's bill to you. Very poetic. Here they go, and it's Ballymac again that have possession. And now it's this guy's been quite good, putting a lot of breaking ball. Owen O'Malley, the number 25, he's been influential as well since he was introduced. A long ball into the corner to the right man door, Vinny Horn, and Vinny turns his marker, sends it inside to Micheál Sweeney. Micheál Sweeney to Brino. Brino appeared to be fouled there, but he wasn't. Oh, and that's a little bit dangerous. And Pa Reardon, what way is the free going here? Looks like it's going in to Ballymacelligott, and Pa claims that he went for the ball, Patrick O'Riordan. And there's another sub going to be introduced now in a second for Gneeveguilla. Yellow card, and Brino puts it over the bar. It's now 1 point game. And that's 1-4 in the second half for Aidan Green, 1-5 in total. 1 point in it. Now if it rains, I don't want extra time. If it doesn't rain, maybe extra time is... So now, what can happen here? This really is on a knife edge. Some comeback by Ballymacelligott. Gneeveguilla are hanging on. Up they go for it. And a number of bodies fall there. Ronan Collins fell, and now it's Dara Regan. And Dara Regan tries to win the ball and is being pushed over. And they're livid. Ronan Collins is livid over that, but I think it's a free. Dara is limping, but he sends the ball into the centre. This is the number 2, Micheál Reedy. There's another point surely in Ballymacelligott. And here is Tomás O'Connor. Hurler as well, and a Kerry Hurler. Oh, that ball is wasted. And here come Gneeveguilla. This could be absolutely crucial. Patrick O'Connor there, and number 13 now is John O'Leary that has it, and of course Patrick Dial was involved in it as well. They just want one more score. I hear the sideline saying, here is Harold Heath through the middle. He gives it to 19. That's Patrick Brosnan. Back out again. Crossfield ball here is going to come to Paul O'Leary. Paul O'Leary. Can the manufacturer score? The 18 who's also on. Shane Crowley inside to 11. This man is pretty good, and he's fouled. He won that free, Patrick Doyle, and this could actually be crucial. We are in added time. It's 2:14 to Gneeveguilla, 2:13 to Ballymacelligott. Great rip-roaring second half here, and of course this brought to you by the cooperation of both clubs, both Gneeveguilla and Ballymacelligott. So though you're not at the game, you're able to see all the action. And here's an effort now by the number 13, John O'Leary, and it's over the bar. His first point in the second half. 2 point game now, 2:15 to 2:13. How long more would Jonathan Griffin allow? The right man has it. Here's Aidan Breen. Here comes Breen. Breen is under 45. He can pull, drag, everything, and down they go for it. And it's now the number 11, Vinny Horn, that has it, and a free in. So now has he time? He hasn't. I'd say he'd have gone for a point, or he hasn't time. They've got to go for a goal. Here they go to the middle. Oh, some clash there, and bit of handbags there. But there was a clash there. So 5.5 minutes of added time. So I don't know who's going to get cards here. They're going to line the goals here. If any man could score a goal from a free in the final minute of a championship game to rescue his side, the man has the ball in his hand. That's Aidan Breen. The goal is in there. He'll go for it under the crossbar. Oh no, he's just going to float it in and hope for the burst. It's punched in, but it's cleared. It's out to, this is Micheál Reedy. Micheál Reedy is blocked down again, and it's all over! And Gneeveguilla have managed to survive 2:15 to 2:13 in an absolutely rip-roaring contest. And you would absolutely feel for the Ballymacelligott players there. But I think Gneeveguilla really won this game in the final 10 minutes of the opening half when they hit 1-5 without reply. Great comeback by Ballymacelligott in the second half. They got very, very, very close, and Aidan Breen and Brian Lonigan can really hold their heads up high, as can the likes of Vinnie Horn and also Micheál Reedy, who had a fine game. The Sweeney brothers, Michael and Luke, absolutely outstanding. Dara Keane, he was busy the whole time. Dara Regan tried very, very hard, and Michael Hurley, when he came on, or Micheál Hurley, made a huge difference for Gneeveguilla. Patrick O'Riordan did nothing long in goals. DJ, of course, at the back. Murphy, Owen Fitzgerald, outstanding, as was Pa Warren. And at midfield, Pádraig O'Connor, while up front it was Pádraig Doyle that really caught the eye. Conor Hurley, who played most of his time at midfield. John O'Leary was excellent, and Shane O'Sullivan, although he came off, he scored 1-1. So overall, and of course, can't forget Michael Murphy, who really did well and played a defensive role in the first half, moved to attack and then back. But it was a great contest, truly pulsating, exciting, and at the end of the day, Gneeveguilla advanced to the semi-finals of the Kerry Petroleum Junior Premier Club Championship on a scoreline of 2:15 to 2:13. Goodbye from the Castleisland Desmonds pitch.